All right, thanks for tuning in on this reflection on today's Sunday service, which I will link in the bottom, put on by Madhu. And this is a sermon on vibrational alignment, which your vibration, as many people know at this point, creates your reality. Your vibration consists of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. All of it makes your vibration essentially, your choices, your thoughts, all, you're constantly creating your vibration, which is why, the work of Twin Flames Universe focuses on aligning your thoughts to divine thoughts, because that's how you align to a divine reality. Um, and it's every part of our life. Like I had this Instagram feed that came across about, sales. And this was about, if you're not performing high in sales, it's because you're keeping your vibe low. And I've always known this is true. Sales, you could just what's the word? Just hammer it out. Just go for the numbers, that kind of thing. But if you let your vibe sink, I mean, the truth is, and we all know this, we all feel this. We don't want to work with salespeople that don't feel good. And so actually, it's more valuable to cultivate your vibration, even if that means not hammering it out quite the same. If you can't hammer it out and keep your vibration high, then you're actually working against yourself. Vibration is the key, and your wealth will reflect your vibration. Your relationships will reflect your vibration. Your health will reflect your vibration. Everything in your reality will. So it's so important to attend to this. So I just wanted to go deeper in this. Vibration is, about who we surround ourselves with as well. You want to surround yourself with as much high vibe as possible. And Madhu talks about this. And you want to master boundaries so you can, really uh, curate your environment to reflect what you need. People can't honor what you need if you don't express it. And it's important to know yourself, and what you particularly need in your self care routine. As Madhu mentioned, being autistic, which I can identify with, you need to take care of yourself in a certain way. You alone are responsible for your vibration. You need to know who you are, what you need, and you need to curate your life. And the rewards are immense, because when you do that, you make more room for divinity in yourself, more room for God to shine. There's nothing more valuable. And of course, then you attract beautiful, wonderful things into your life. So to help us go deeper, I always like to, invite God to take us deeper in these sermon topics. I wanted to draw from the law of positivism, and just a really cool deck. And obviously, like, positive thinking. This is an important thing. Like, God is a positive being. He created life in a positive way. And if we want positive results in our life, we need to align our thoughts in that way. So without further ado, first card is, I accept my life exactly as it is. This is huge. And this is a great way to start. Like, raising your vibration isn't about, like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to judge the heck out of my life. Like, oh, you're right. My home life is a mess. My work, oh, don't even talk about that. And my thoughts, I can't, you could take this as like, I'm going to go down a path of judging my life. And this is invite us to accept it exactly as it is. Actually, the key to raising your vibration is self acceptance. And Deanna's smiling at me out the window. She's hanging out on the balcony. Sweet. And like, I noticed the other day, and I was, hi Osiris. Gotta love family. See, accept your life exactly as it is. And I love my family. And you don't want to fight with your reality. So, like, I noticed places in my own consciousness where I was really judging myself. And the place where you want to start is loving yourself in those places and accepting yourself, accepting your finances, accepting your challenges, accepting your limitations, accepting any mental illness or physical illness, and accepting your feelings, accepting yourself exactly as you are. You might want to just write about this. Like, what am I going through? What am I trying to ignore? What am I trying to push away? And I choose to stop doing that. Because actually, to raise your vibration, this is why the mirror exercise is so important. You need to look head on at the places that don't feel good and accept that that's there. And you bring love to those spaces. But you can't go to those places if there isn't acceptance. So you start by being, you know what, I'm sad. You know what, this doesn't feel so good in my life. That's okay. Notice that, commune with that part of yourself, and begin to bring love. And that love comes through accepting that you feel that way and then bringing healing to that place. So I think that's really good. You want to start your vibrational journey with deep self acceptance. Excuse me. Next card is I rest in the sacred womb. I heal. I really love this. So, raising your vibration is actually a healing journey, and you're not going to get there without the healing work. The healing work exists. That's why Jeff and Julia focus on it so much. You actually want to make healing work the center of your life. When you realize that your finances and your health, your happiness and your well being, everything rests on your ability to heal, you want to make that a priority. And healing means noticing where you don't feel so good, communing with that part of yourself, bringing it love, noticing the thoughts that you're thinking, and aligning each of those thoughts to a more loving, compassionate, healing thought, because those are the thoughts that God has for you. Noticing where you're judging yourself and others, or where you're being harsh, all of these things, those difficult places, you want to bring those to God. She's in such a high vibration, and that's just about bringing your whatever you have, bringing those things to God and trusting Him with your life, trusting Him with your healing. And final card, my body knows how to self heal. And I think this is about coming into vibrational alignment, is knowing that this is actually really natural to you, whether it's your body, whether it's your mind, whether it's your soul, whether it's your finances. Your body will naturally come back to that place of healing. That's naturally who you are. And so to raise your vibration, you actually just return to your natural state of happiness and love. And you notice that negative thoughts and negative patterns and people pleasing and all of these things actually aren't natural. It's natural to love yourself. And it helps when you remember the order of things: God first, then you, then your twin flame, then everyone else. If that order is out of whack, it's actually outside of your natural order. You come first. And when you prioritize yourself, which is natural, and take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, take care of your spiritual health. And that's what putting God in first too, because you are the container for God. So putting God first means keeping your vibration high. This is what this means. You already know it. Love is who you are, and love is the vibration that heals. So return to a state of deep self love, and you will find your life transform. So let me see if I can sum this up here. Raising your vibration, accept yourself as you are, rest in God, heal, and trust in the natural order that you know how to heal. It's only if you're putting your life in the wrong priority: God first, then you, your twin flame, then everyone else. You get that priority straight, you will naturally start giving yourself the love and the healing you need, and you will find that your life rapidly improves, because that's the truth. This work rapidly improves your life. All right, thank you so much. I'll link this service below. I appreciate you for tuning in, sending you so many blessings, and I'll see you next time.